Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Liam's recovery continues to be the hot content at the Forrester Creations Services, with Ridge, Brooke and Eric roistering in the phenomenon that has taken place. Eric makes a none too subtle speech about life being too short and also shows a Brooke-centric videotape, created by Will, concentrated on the company's connection. With the trip to Italy back on, Brooke mentions that she's thinking of inviting Brooke. Ridge, believing he's in charge of who can and can't visit the country, says his rival's not invited. Formerly alone with Eric, Ridge refers to Nick as someone who's arrogant, tone-centered, takes advantage of every possible situation, including Brooke. Astonishingly, he does this without a single trace of irony. Ridge rightly suggests that Eric wants his son to leave Taylor and reunite with Ridge. Eric suggests that if Ridge isn't careful, Nick will steal Brooke right out from under him. Sure, Eric likes Taylor, but he knows that Ridge's true love is Brooke. Ridge says Brooke wouldn't fall for Nick because he's fake and full of false bravado. But it's enough clear that Ridge fears that's exactly what will be. When Ridge says Nick isn't the man for her, Brooke counters that he's right because he's the right man for her. She flashed back that time he returned and she spotted him at the top of the water staircase and the time he saw her through the keyhole. She also says the truest words ever uttered. Nick arrives at the design office to visit Brooke. They soon wind up ignoring, and he suggests that she needs a man who's devoted to only her, which is most clearly not, in his opinion, Ridge. Nick says that when he returned, it was to see her. There's a nice citation of his mama, Jackie, but the main content of discussion is Ridge and the fact he's simply not the right Joe for her. Nick says he's thinking easily and knows how he feels. "Come to Naples with me," he says. "Let me show you the Naples I know." He wants to take her to Ockyards? Erecting a boat is like writing a love letter with your hand. It's slow, delicate, veritably intricate, and each encounter of shield is like following the angles of your nuts back. Brooke says she no way allowed. Of it like that and, I mean, who has? Nick says he's having a sport fisherman erected and wants to take her out on the water to see your beautiful skin being kissed by the warmth of the sun. He adds to this temptation by suggesting I might indeed let you wear my captain's chapeau. He calls check on his design, also looks at a picture of Brooke and flashes back to their marriage. Brooke goes back to the main office and addresses to Ridge, saying this trip wouldn't be the same as the history. She says it might be better if Nick was there. When Ridge bristles, she points out, Taylor lurks around wherever you go. Why can't I've notoriety? She adds that he's engaged, and it's not right for him to suggest she can't have someone in her life. Of course, Ridge tries to say he'd be okay with her having someone in his life, just not, Nick. Brooke reminds her partner that this is each because Ridge incorrectly felt betrayed when she came CEO. It was all a misreading, she says. Despite him hurting her by running off to start a life with Taylor, she's willing to forgive him. This is the last chance, she warns. However, I'm just going to bring Nick with me. She begs him, literally, to come home to her, if we can't do this. Cleric finds Sheila seated with her 8-toed bottom propped up working on force. A head long, Lee swings by and turns to Luna. Cleric is correctly gobsmacked as the grandmas try to defend Luna's conduct. He points out that the girl killed 2 people, also got a miraculous alternate chance only to take hostages and shoot 2 further people. Lee makes it clear that she blames everything on Penelope and her poor fathering skills. However, Luna would have had a happy life, if not for Poppy. Sheila is amazed that she and Lee are relating over Luna. They're all concentrated on Liam's recovery, and they do'n't indeed mention Luna, complains Sheila. Lee says that there wouldn't be a service for Luna, as it's formerly happed. Sheila wishes she'd known so that she could have said farewell to her grandchild. Nick's romantic preamble to Brooke after Eric declares that the trip to Italy is still on. Eric had planned a big trip to Italy. Effects got put on hold a bit after Luna's rage that ended with her dead and Liam fighting for his life. It looks as if Liam is on the mend after Luna shot him. Plus, with Grace's treatment, Liam might indeed survive his inoperable brain excrescence. The Forresters and the Logans managed to put aside their enmity and presented a united front as Liam fought for his life. Nick lately returned, and Brooke sounded pleased he was there. Ridge, on the other hand, wasn't so glad to see his family. Ridge and Taylor are together, but Brooke still feels Ridge is her fortune. Liam's miraculous recovery from his brain excrescence has stunned everyone. Nothing's more shocked than Finn, the croaker's curiosity about Grace's styles could expose. Everything sounded lost for Liam, who was dying of a brain excrescence. There was no cure, but his only stopgap was drug and radiation, which would protract his life. Thanks to Grace, an experimental surgery saved his life. When Grace presented the occasion to Bill and Liam, they agreed to the procedure. Bill paid a hefty price, but it was worth it to save his son's life. After witnessing a successful surgery, Liam mended at home, where he was visited by Steffi, Hope, and Finn. The triad was unhappy with Bill's plan, but also Grace texted that Liam's MRI was all clear. While Steffi and Hope were overjoyed by the news, Finn was suspicious. Liam's miraculous recovery will have Finn launching in disquisition into his co-worker. Grace was the croaker assigned to Liam's case and claimed there was no cure. All of unforeseen, her surgery saves Liam. Grace's jest has raised red flags with observers who believe she's scamming Bill. She's lately been entering mysterious phone calls, and she was anxious for Bill to transfer the plutocrat into her account. Still, her secret wouldn't be hidden for long, if Grace is pulling the ultimate con on Bill and Liam. Finn's hunt for answers could reveal that her fiddle has been going on longer than anybody's study. There might not have been an excrescence, and Grace pushed the treatment as a way to bleed Liam dry. Or it's also possible Liam still has an excrescence, and the surgery was a humbug. Luna was out for vengeance, but was shot dead. Liam was dying from cancer, but was given an alternate chance at life after surviving a projectile crack. Luna and Liam putatively came to an end. Luna lost her life, while Liam recaptured his. It's an intriguing turn of events. They got tired of Luna and Liam's line and wanted commodity new. But there are still questions as to whether Luna is really dead or if Lee is hiding her nearly. Liam got his phenomenon from a questionable experimental treatment. We feel that the classic love triangle will return. Eric wants to play Cupid in Italy. He's encouraging Ridge to get back with Brooke, indeed if it breaks Taylor's heart. In the meantime, Brooke could make new recollections with Nick. He wants to tete-a-tete fly her to Italy, where he'll invite her. Steffi and Hope will realize that they both still love Liam. They will destroy their bond to fight over him. That could also spell the end of their separate connections. Liam will have to choose which woman he wants to be with. We need to know why Grace pulled this fiddle. And have her join Reese in captivity. Grace has been acting shady recently. She informed Bill that the top-secret procedure bring 1 million bones. But it could come with complications since it's not FDA approved. Liam has survived a firing, a supposed brain excrescence, and enough emotional whiplash to make anyone question reality. Now that he's on the mend, all eyes are on what Liam's coming chapter will look like. Will he be the same blind king we know and love, or will this encounter with death light a fire under him to eventually choose a direction? Liam want his old life back, or is he ready to burn it all down and rebuild? With Steffi happily married and Hope sporting Carter's ring on her cutlet, the field is wide open. Knowing Liam, he may not be happy staying on the sidelines for long. Could we see him fighting for Hope's remission, hoping to reunite their fractured family? Or will he crash into Steffi's life again, unfit to let go of their violent connection? It's not like her having a hubby has ever stopped him from trying to chase her and win back her heart. Still, it's time he looks outside the Steffi-Hope carousel, if Liam is serious about turning over a new splint. Enter Ivy. Their history was left hanging, and now she could be the perfect fresh launch Liam no way knew he demanded. Or could we see a brand new woman reach Liam off his bases and shake up for good? Nearly Failed is bound to be emotional, equivocal, and prone to grand affirmations of love. Whether he ends up fighting for a lost love, forging a bold new love, or retreating into himself for a while. Thank you for watching this video. And do not forget to like, comment and subscribe.